Guys, so I got asked about mud in the coop from my winterization video. So let me show you what I do to keep the mud at bay. All right, so these pallets help a lot. I keep my waterers up on the pallets. Once it gets too cold to break these waterers, they're the soft rubber. So once it gets too cold that they're freezing all the way through, I will switch it for heated base. But I don't want my heated base directly on the ground because when they splash water around, it freezes it to the ground and then it gets muddy, and I'm worried that it's going to cause a problem with fire and electrical shortage. Also, I have straw on the ground, so I don't want it to get straw into the mechanism. So that's part of why I have these out. Hi, Davy. And then the other thing is the water that splashes just goes to the bottom of it, so it doesn't get muddy all around it, and it actually keeps the mud pretty well underneath there. You'll also notice I have straw everywhere, and right now I have very little straw, and that's because we're just starting winter. By the end of the winter, I will have so much straw on the ground here that you'll barely even see the dirt. Last year, I think at the end I had, I want to say, just over a foot of straw, and that got put into my gardens and all the places I could think of that could need any kind of fertilizer. It doesn't actually get too muddy, and then because I have a hard cover on this, or some sort of rainproof cover, the rain and snow don't get into the run. So the only real problem is from the little bit that gets between the fence that they're pushed against and from the waterers. So that keeps it significantly drier. But that's part of the reason why I moved these guys in here. Their little run won't flood this winter. They're not going to be walking in cold at all. And because of all of the straw, this is one of the best windbreaks and insulators they could ever ask for. So between how amazing the straw is and the covering over of everything, the snow and cold out of this coop, and it'll keep the ground extremely dry for them. I hope that answered your question and helped. If not, let me know. I'll see if I can answer it better.